Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos. Behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Man, y'all won't believe this shit. Not at all.
All stand, please. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This honorable court now stands adjourned, sign it, aye. God save the state and this honorable court.
Man. Funny how things is. But it's all good. You may be seated up in this motherfucker. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something I did. When y'all saw me recording earlier, like 5 minutes ago, I called myself doing a pre-recording. I wasn't coming on here this early, man. I was calling myself doing pre-recording. I see the shit put me on YouTube and shit, so I logged the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? Because I saw my boy Abdul come up in here and MPI, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be a pre-recorded video of doing. But then I'm like, fuck it. Since, you know what I'm saying, y'all saw me doing some shit, I'm like, let me go ahead and just get back on, man. So that means, you know, it's time to do it now. I was trying to record a video. I've been doing some recorded videos and shit. And that one I was going to talk about was going to be a pre-recorded because every video don't have to be 3-4 hours, 2 hours. Some going to be, you know, 10, 20, 30 minutes of shit. Yeah, I know, right? I saw him doing, I'm like, oh, man, get the fuck out of the motherfucker. I ain't trying to do no lie now. And I'm like, fuck it. That's why I ain't text nobody. That's why some of y'all like, damn, he ain't say shit. And that's why, man, because I was doing a pre-record, man. It was like my 4th or 5th one, man. I shit you not. But I'm like, fuck it, sis. You know what I'm saying? And record, I like, guess it's time me to do something now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to the Baby Mama Ted's Bounty Hunters. You know what it is. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And be honest with you, I didn't have no topic to talk about today as far as now. You know what I mean? But it's the things that always can be talked about when it comes to these Baby Mama terrorists. And I'm going to say what I was saying before I had logged off. You got a lot of these baby mama terrorists that sit back and they will bring a man into the picture because they're not with the father no more. And I understand, I ain't mad if you get remarried or get married and stepfather, stepmama, that's your thing. But what I do have a problem with when you try to make a kid manipulate it to think this the new daddy. This is my new daddy or this is my daddy. Because the actual daddy is in jail. They ain't together, not around, and you want to make somebody else be the daddy. And half these motherfuckers ain't even married to the bitch, but they still talking about they stepdaddy and shit. Simp dad is what I call them. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all might have saw it. I'm trying to find the video as we speak. Y'all can check it out. And even though I'm talking about it now on the live, I'm still gonna do a pre-recorded video on this because, like I say, certain videos, I get so many videos from y'all that I can't talk about no live. So what I'm gonna start doing, if I get videos, the ones I see worth talking about, I can do some pre-recorded videos. You know, but as always, like I say, you can't make this shit up. These baby mama terrors are quick to say, this your new daddy. This your new family. And what I was saying before is the fact that even with my kids, I told them, I say, you only got one mother and one father, regardless. If she get married and have a husband, that's stepdaddy. If I get married, which I am married, stepmom, but you only got one father, one mother. I never told my kids that, oh, this your new mama. that's your new daddy. But these baby mama tears are so quick to talk about new daddy and new family and all this shit. But when the man move on and he build another family or have a family, now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now all of a sudden you talking about some it's us against them. Them ain't your family. This ain't shit. They ain't your blood. Blah blah blah. That's what these baby mama tears quick to do. That's why I go in like I go in, because this don't never be talked about. These baby mama tears will bring any nigga around to try and make you get mad and make you pissed off and bitter, especially when they come with the bullshit. Oh, well, I'm glad my man do what the fuck you don't do. I don't give no fuck about that bitch. So whatever he doing, that's good for him with his stupid ass. Because if I know you a baby mama tears and you got a kid and you sit back and get with the motherfucker and you see she on some shit trying to use you to make the baby daddy mad, and you still hitting it and still fucking around with her, that's your stupid ass. I don't feel sorry for you. You know, that's these simple forces I be talking about. You know what I mean? A real man gonna say, hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Hey, we just, you know, fucking or whatever we doing, or we together, but don't put me in that shit. I had nothing to do with that shit. Nothing. But unfortunately, when you deal with these sip ass niggas, they quick enough to say, yeah, I'll make that little girl my daughter, and you only met her a day. And you met off Instagram, you met off motherfucking Twitter and shit like that. You don't even know this bitch, but all of a sudden you say you'll pick up the slack and shit because you want to hit that, or you want to keep hitting that. That's why I have no respect for these simp ass niggas. Like, I'm gonna say this again because I tell this often. I don't have no problem with a man, well, especially back in the day when a man want to be a stepfather. It was an honorable thing. It was a good thing, and it was noble. And the mother was actually a good mother. She just went through the cracks and shit. But in this day and age, you want to turn around and be a simp dad to a bitch. You ain't even married, and you don't even know the situation. Some of these motherfuckers do know the situations. They know the situation, but the fact they so emotional, they weak, raised by baby mama terrorists, chose single motherism. They come to these bitches' defense and do what they do best. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about? Where that motherfucker at?
Here I come to save the day.
And kids are so manipulated, they actually believe that, hey, this is my new daddy, or you know, my daddy didn't want me because she said so. Even a lot of brothers out here that was kids, they believe what the mama say, because why would my mama lie? Why would my mama lie on my daddy? Or why would she lie to me? She treat me good, she take care of me, I ain't have to do nothing. She paid for everything and this. But then the reality hits when you get grown and when you get older and you go through the same shit, not realizing, damn, this the fuck shit I had to go through, like my father went through. This is why he's not around. This is why he's not around, you know. And it's unfortunate that a lot of kids are manipulated to this day, even if there ain't no stepfather around, or simp dad you want to call them. You have motherfuckers that manipulate them to say the dad was a bad guy because he was a bad guy to her, not the kid. He's a bad guy to the ex or whatever. You can't make this shit up. And unfortunately, these kids fall for it, entertain it, and go along to get along. That's why I tell you, you got a kid that's manipulating, causing havoc, and fucking up your household and shit like that. Wash your motherfucking hands and do what you gotta do and live your life. That's something they gotta learn when they get older. Like I said, well, let me give a shout out to the people that came in here, man. Even though, like I said, it wasn't planned. I caught myself doing a pre-recording and I fucked up and recorded and got on here. That's why I say it must have been meant for me to do. So it's all good. We got Mr. O up in the building. We got MPI. We got Raven Knight. We got Abdul up in the building, man. He been coming in the beginning, man. That's what's up. We got Quincy X. We got the Jackal. We got I guess it in 89. My boy Dexter. How you been, bro? Got Flyboy up in the building. We got Raj Will. We got Corey Washington. We got Christian George from Chicago. What's up, Pride? We got B Candy up in here already shaking her head. You know what? Never mind the title. Never mind the title, because that's not the title, man. Like I said, that's what I'm supposed to be doing on my pre-recording. So I'm gonna change the title once it's get downloaded and everything, man. Shout out to Essential Entities. How you doing? Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate the donation from yesterday. Man, even JJ Green just hit me up because I called him because I wanted to holler about something, and I'll be damned, he just called me back. I'm telling him now I'm on the live. I'm sorry, because I usually text people who I talk to or email or post or something, but I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't planning it. But what I am going to post is a quick snippet. This is real quick. to let you know what I'm trying to do and what I'm doing behind the scenes, what I use with your donations and what I earn. This right here is what I'm using to make pre-recording. This is one of them, right? And what I was trying to do was do a pre-recording added to it. And I'm still gonna do a pre-recording on this. And I try to use some animation just for this one to see how I look. But what I want y'all to see is this little girl. Let me see if I can shrink that thing up. It's the little girl who damn. Let me get that shit back. The little girl who tells her baby mama Tara's mother that, let me straighten that out. Still trying to learn. It was a dude. Let me shrink this down. It was a dude that was fixing her bike. So I assume he was the boyfriend. I don't knock that at all. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship, you being nice, being a good guy, you being cool. And I ain't talking about the nice guy like Flight Reacts. I'm talking about, you know, being a guy who, you know, hey, I like kids, I'm being cool and all that shit. And get this shit back up. He what he did, he was fixing the girl's bike and the mother, baby mama Tez, was filming it. And she was like, look what daddy's doing or some shit. And she was like, that's not my daddy. She was like, say her name. She was like, she said her name. And she was like, no, my daddy's in jail, locked up, and I miss him. And of course, the baby mama Tara, she put it online anyway. She didn't put it to the side and delete the shit. No, she put it out there. JJ Green, what's up, bro? I'm gonna call you after this, man. I wasn't even planning on going live, fam. I was actually doing a pre-recording and actually went to the YouTube. So I logged off to get back on. So I'm gonna do it anyway. You know, my daddy's in jail. Yeah, he in jail. Yeah, he in jail for what I don't know, but she still acknowledged him as being the daddy, and she misses him. But the fact that she tried to use saying this is your daddy. Now, mind you, dude ain't say shit. He just steady fixing the bike or whatever. That's when I'm like, man, you a simp, fam. And the reason why I said because he should have said up front, hey, I ain't got nothing to. I'd have said, I'm not her daddy. This ain't working either. I'd have been like, I'm not her daddy. I'm just fixing her bike. I'm with you, whatever. But all the other shit, man, he should have said something. He didn't say nothing, so it was like the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? The disrespect that she did to him just as much as the little girl. He should have checked her real quick. Hey, motherfucker, I ain't her father. I'm helping doing this, but I'm not the father. No, not at all. You can't make this shit up. I'm trying to find it. Like I told you, man, when I tell y'all I was trying to do a pre-recording, I was, man. But I want y'all to see it's only like 10 seconds. But I hope everybody up and cool. It's up as early in the morning. It's 11 o'clock. You know me, I had to get off the couch. So I get my recording on and shit. Let me see. Just gotta find the right library on this bitch. Introduction, IG, intro, Mr. Palmer. Shit. And P.I. say the daughter felt like mom was disrespecting her. Yeah, right. And that's what I'm saying. She spoke up, which is good. She wasn't up a little girl, but I felt that the dude should have spoke up too. Hey, I'm not her father. I ain't trying to be a father. I'm just being a good guy, whatever. You know, I like her, but that's not my kid. Even if you married, that's not your kid. Now, of course, you chose to marry her and have the kids too. You do what you're supposed to, but the fact of the matter is the father is the father, whether if you're in the picture or not. Now, you raise the kid when they born and raise them and adopt them, then I can go with that. You know what I mean? But like Christopher said, people like Boyce Twatkins, I don't respect that. Because you can't sit back and play the role of stepdaddy when the actual father want to be in the picture and he's just as high and mighty as he is. So I can't respect that. You use a simp sucker that basically came to a bitch's defense and turned around and beat the cover up. And you allowed it. And she didn't even want your ass. Even when he proposed to her, you saw how she was looking, man. She looked at it as, well, I can't get no better than this now. I'm old, so let me go ahead and marry this dude and reap the benefits still. Because ain't nobody gonna want my baby mama Tara's ass. Man, you just can't make this up. Where's this motherfucker? Let me see if this one is. I think I got it. I think I got it right here. All right, what I'm gonna do, like I say, I was trying to he got myself. This is one of the things I was doing. All right. This is when I was doing this animation, I was gonna talk behind the scenes like I'm the dude running this shit. And it comes to with the little girl. If you look on the top right, and I'm gonna play with when the dude was fixing her bike and the baby mama Terrace said what she said. So check this out, y'all. Oh, wait a minute, ain't playing. Should be playing. Let me see. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
And that right there was real quick and simple. Her name's Ava. And she said, that's not my dad, Ma. My daddy's in jail and I miss him. Yep. Let's see it one more time. I'm gonna let y'all see what the fuck I was doing. See, this is what I was doing. Basically, I was gonna be, running for child support and shit, talking, but then I look up and I see what's going on. So I run to the situation and the video comes on, like I run right to it.
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
And unfortunately, see as Banks laughing. Unfortunately, even though she said that's my daddy and I love him, I mean I miss him, the baby mama Tess laughed. She smirked because that's what I say. They don't give a fuck about them kids. But yeah, that I'm still gonna do this shit. I'm still gonna do this shit because it's funny. It ain't gonna be on all my videos, but like I said, I'm running for child support and then I put the video. Had a video come in and everything. I run to the situation to talk about the shit. So I'm still learning. That's what I say. And this, I was able to do this because of the donations y'all have did and the money I had to put in with it. You know what I'm saying? To do on the pre-recorded videos and have some fun with it. And also everything can't be 3 hours. And I can't talk about everything for 3 fucking hours. So certain things I can talk about 5, 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, get more detail as well. And then we could definitely dialogue in the comments. And this is why I say, if y'all could donate whatever y'all can, you know what I'm saying, and like and get it out there because I'm trying to do different things and it takes y'all to help build this platform. Just keeping it real. You know me, I'm sleeping on the couch, but I am out here trying to grind everything else. And as I run for child support, I put my investment as well. And I appreciate y'all. Want to give a shout out to Anthony McClendon for the $20 super sticker. I appreciate you, fam, 100%. One more time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's unfortunate that she looked to be about 6 years old, 7 years old, maybe, about 6, 7 years old. For her, that to tell a grown-ass adult, it's not my daddy. But let's think about the majority of these kids who are manipulated, though. They know that's not the father. But since mama say that's the father, that's my daddy. That's how they walk up to somebody and say, are you my daddy? Because that's how they train, because these baby mama terrorists manipulate these kids to make somebody else the dad. And that simp ass nigga will not come out and say, I'm not that kid's dad. His father's whoever he is, whether he around or not. So, like I said, these baby mama tears do this shit purposely. Maybe I don't know why he's locked up. I don't know how long he's locked up. But regardless of what happened in this situation, that's still her father. Now she might not have to deal with him, and when he get out of jail, she can cut him off and know him, don't fuck with him. But it's still her motherfucking daddy. And how many of y'all deal with these baby mama tears that sit back and you know that she's trying to put your son or daughter at making them that this dude is the daddy. It was one brother here that told me, she sent me a video where the son said, I got two daddies. Said, I got two daddies. Now, I know people will say I got two moms and two dads and stuff like that. But they usually older and grown. And they had a reason for saying it. But the manipulation, that's what I got a problem with. And the little boy said, I got two dads because mom said so. She couldn't say this the new daddy because his dad is around. His dad do what he can and spend time with his son and whatever time he got to visit him. So she say, you got two dads because he do. And then told him he do things that your dad don't do. And the boy said it. And they put it out there because he didn't get permission. I ain't gonna do that unless I get permission. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up, man. And this right here is what I talk about with these baby mama terrors. Anything to make you suffer, make you mad, and hurt that child. They don't love these kids. They don't give a fuck about these kids. They would do anything to make that man suffer and anything to sabotage that kid. That's why you got a lot of flight reacts and other cats out here that's in a zone they can't get out of because they've been going through trauma from these baby mama terrorists. But what I am going to talk about, we're going to dialogue. I do want y'all to come on here. We're going to definitely talk. We're going to dialogue because I'm going to show a couple other videos from Instagram. You can't make this shit up. Want to give a shout out to Corey Washington for the $20 donation. When you make the running from child support video game, let me know. Hey, it did like a video game. Dun, 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 child support. Hey, appreciate you, fam. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm talking about doing a lot of shit, man. I really, really want to push this platform. I'm not just gonna be behind the damn computer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't shit. I'm definitely talking about doing a public speaking. I want to do a fucking talk show if I could do this shit. I don't give a fuck if it just be on YouTube, but that's how I want it to be, man. Just like support court. I want to do it the same motherfucker way. Shout out to Corey Washington. And that's why I say, man, motherfuckers sit back, try to stain my name. I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm running for child support. I'm a deadbeat. I ain't trying to be a father. But your bitch fat ass worried about what the fuck I'm doing, pocket watching, trying to look at my motherfucking bank accounts and shit like that. I thought I was a broke ass nigga from Cottage Grove. I thought I was a dumb motherfucker in the mix. I thought I was trying to live off a motherfucker. Like my daddy always say, I ain't never was a broke nigga named Broke Palmer. We don't have broke in our family. So get the fuck out of here. But whatever you say, fam, that's why I say, man, that's why you got to continue to do what you do as men and handle your business, because a lot of time it ain't even about your money, because these bitches make way more than you. Or Social Security number. It's the fact of the matter. They see you growing. They see you doing your thing. They never thought that you would grow and build and get a name and make some money. They always thought that you would be a piece of shit. They was jealous. They was jealous of you, fam. If they act like that, they was jealous of you from the get-go. That when it's all said and done, and you only see it, unfortunately, after the fact or towards the end, or and so on, and child support and everything else. They mad because you continue to live your life. You keep your veins cold. You wash your hands and move on. You just keep doing you. That and I salute all y'all for that. But these baby mama tears are quick to have some other dude around to be the new daddy, not married, none of that shit. But then when you have a new girlfriend or a wife or whoever, now all of a sudden I don't want that bitch around my kids. That bitch ain't shit. I don't like her. And then you want to cause havoc in all the drama. And speaking of drama, I want y'all to check out this Instagram clip that I posted up on IG. I did do a Gil say, unless the parent is dead, that's absolute nonsense. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Yes, sir. If they deceased, I understand. Damn right. But you still let that child know this was your daddy, because some people lost their father or mother when they was just born, or a baby, 5 years old. So you still keep that memory alive of who that parent was, regardless. Even if you got adopted, or if you was raised by another man, or another mother, you let them know this is your father. He was XYZ, but unfortunately, this will happen. You don't do no baby mama terrorist and shit like that. But I'm glad that little girl had the mindset to say, that's not my daddy. Because the average kid would have been like, her age would be like, okay, that's my daddy. You know, I know I got one in jail, but hey, you know, that's my father. I want y'all to see this clip. I did a pre-recorded video on this, but I'm gonna talk about it. I'm still gonna post it up. But I want y'all to see this right here. These baby mama terrorists are wicked. But I'm not even gonna, it ain't even about the baby per se, the baby mama terrorist, because she's already who she is. It's the mother. It's the mother. Now, what you see here, y'all, and yes, it's gonna be a pre-recorded video about this, but check this out. A dude knocked up a baby mama terrorist like a dude, that's strong like a dude, that's masculine. She's full of testosterone like a dude. She's masculine. You know what I'm saying the word wrong. But she's manly. She's manly like a dude. She did more than that, though. She did more than that. But that's where it starts from. Yeah, she's masculine. You know what I'm saying? You know me, dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. She emasculates other men because she's masculine. You see it in her demeanor. You see it in her face. Yeah, appreciate y'all looking out for me. I told you, dumb nigga off Cottage. Appreciate it. But she found out that her boyfriend or the baby daddy was fucking around 3 years ago. 3 years ago while she was pregnant. And I believe after she had the kid. But here's the problem. I get it. He cheated. You break up with him. That's what I say. Dump him. Go on about your business. Do what you do. But guess how she found out? Guess how she found out? Guess how she found out? I want y'all to take a guess on how did she find out. She didn't find out because she went in his phone or she saw someone on Instagram, or she didn't find out because his girlfriend or side chick told her. Guess how did she find out what he did and what he was doing? I want a few of y'all with an answer and guess how did she find out? I want to give a shout out to Peaceful Pulley for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, fam. No, it wasn't from the kid. It wasn't even from the kid. It wasn't for the kid. The kid ain't snitch on him. And Emmanuel asked about the hats. The hats ain't out yet, but when I do have the hats, it will be $40 or $45 because with the make and all that and delivering, that's how much it's gonna cost. Somebody said it right. It's his motherfucking mom. Masculent. I got it. It was his mom. Now y'all know I've been saying emasculating and all that shit all this time, but today I'm saying masculine and all that shit, but it's masculine. I've been I guess one of them days. That's all. Like I said, I wasn't even supposed to be on here this early. So, being on the couch, man, can fuck your mind up. It was the mom, his mom, not her mom, his motherfucking mom. You can't make this shit up. Trey Benjamin says, my mother told my older brother's baby mom to put him on child support. See what I mean? That's why I say a lot of these baby mama terrorists can be your own mama. And a lot of y'all don't realize that till y'all go through y'all situation or till she starts supporting the baby mama terrorist. She starts defending the baby mama terrorist. Ask you, why did you fight for equal custody? She should have the baby. She buried him. Now, it wasn't a friend, Quincy. Unfortunately, it wasn't his friend. It was his mama. And we're gonna talk about. It's a 2-minute clip. We're gonna talk about what she has to say. And these baby mama terrorists don't give a fuck what they do because they know that she will not go to jail. They know that she will not reap the same benefits of doing time and years in jail like a man would. She don't give a fuck. What's going on, Lawrence? So check this out. This is her telling her story, and she's gonna tell you how she found out about the situation. Let's go.
No fucking where, bitch. Today's the day to get embarrassed. I got one of my bitches with me.
Now, this is her talking loud, but this is not her on the top of the car. This is not her on top of the car. This is her friend. So not only did the baby mama Tez go over there and fuck his car up, she had one of her friends to go over there and aid assist her and fuck the car up. And she's recording as she do it because she don't give a fuck who knows it. She's telling them, I did it. I'm doing it. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. You know, just like Reverend X.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Not at all. She don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. She don't care. Nah, she don't care. But let's continue.
I got one of my bitches with me. Giving your nigga your mind, your heart, and your body, and a fucking baby. He can't even keep it the fuck real. He can't keep it real. This bitch on the phone.
This is the... This is the father. This is, we're going to talk about the call the police thing. This is the baby daddy. This is who car got destroyed, and you ain't seen nothing yet. But this is him, and this is the baby mama terrorist. We're going to call her Butch. Goddamn. Oh man, you just don't know. Abdul said, my kid's mom has 4 kids by me. She has 1 by another guy, then has 2 by a guy with no kids, and his mom told her to put her son on child support. Man, can't make this shit up. Flyboy say he saw the clip yesterday. He was like, what the fuck? But check this out.
This bitch on the phone trying to cop, please, because he finally got his motherfucking ass whooped, you bitch ass. Yeah.
Now, he did call the police. And she's calling him a bitch ass nigga for him calling the police. Yeah, baby D. See, check this out. The smart thing he did do, he called the police. And he's pressing charges. Now, will she do time in jail? I doubt it. Will she get arrested? Yeah, she most likely get arrested. And will they make her pay a fee? Yep. But will she pay it? Nope, she ain't got to. But what's good for him, you get you a paper trail. You know, like these baby mama tears do, a paper trail. A paper trail. Yeah, Big Shirley. Y'all remember Shirley off What's Happening? For those who, you know, used to watch that shit. Big Shirley with the afro and shit. That's her Butch. But check this out. He did right calling the police. And then she said she beat his ass. You know what I mean? Abdul said to clear it up. I gave her her first 4 kids. No simping is simp. No simping is simp dad and me. I got it. I get it. But even like I say, bro, if you get married, you got kids, and a woman got kids, and y'all get married, I got no problem with that. If she, you know what I'm saying, she know her role, it is what it is. But I do have a problem with a man who don't have kids, and you turn around and be super Dave and get with somebody that got 3, 4, 5 kids, and you know, you want to be super simp, and she disrespecting you, the kids disrespecting you, she don't know her role, you know, moist twackins. She didn't really want you, but she accepted you because nobody else with a right frame of mind would deal with her. Them the ones I have a problem with. So I'm not going to sit back and say any all stepdads are simps. I can't say that. I'm not. Now, other people do, and I understand, but I can't say that. But in this day and age, why would you want to, you know what I'm saying, you got no kids, you want to be a simp dad, and you ain't even married to the motherfucker. I would never understand that. That's that stupid ass shit. 2021, I wasn't there. But dude right here did call the police, and he is pressing charges. She won't do no time, but at least you have a arrest record and you follow that paper trail. Now, I don't know if he got the mindset to run the court, get cussed and all that stuff. I doubt it. But keep that paper trail, so when it comes down to it, you can go ahead and handle that with the MGK. Self-defense. Because I've been getting harassed, beat, abused, and everything else. I've been calling the police. Ain't nothing happened. I did what I had to do. That's what they do for these baby mama terrorists that killed the father. So, hey, man, equal rights means equal lefts. So let's continue. Check this out.
Finally got his motherfucking ass whooped, you bitch ass. And I fucking spit on that bitch, so it's really over. It's really over because I fucking spit on him. What he deserved. Come fucking fight me. Anybody else? Come get me, bitch. Going on fire in a minute. Pull up. Or he.
Let's go back. This is shit. So I guess, yeah, what Rashid said, 2021, no time. Exactly. She threw his shit all out the window, out the balcony. I said she set his shit on fire, but actually put bleach on it. Same thing. He didn't shoot her. Ain't nobody get shot. I'm just saying, get you a paper trail. Let that motherfucker keep doing what they do. And then it's gonna come to that point. Enough paperwork, self-defense, air ass out. And that goes for even a dude. Motherfucker harassing you, get a paper trail. That's what they've been telling women all the time. If this dude beating you and abuse you, get a paper trail, and then you off his ass, and he'll be justified because you had a paper trail. You filed a complaint about him, and they only did so much. He only did probation, all that shit. But look at this. She threw all shit out, and she's telling you. That's what I say. These even these welfare Bush looking motherfuckers know they got immunity. They know that they got automatic immunity. No different from these race soldiers that get away with killing the unarmed black men. They have automatic immunity. It's in their fucking contract. It's in their dialogue. It's in their constitution of the police. That's why they don't do time like we would do time for killing somebody. You see what I'm saying? What's popping, bro? Ali in the building. But she put bleach all over his shit. And she's telling everybody, yeah, I did it. Run up, pull up. You ain't gonna do shit. Fuck you. Let's continue.
Going on fire in a minute. Pull up. Or he tight, y'all. Before I got here, he was trash in the room. That's why I fucked your ass up, bitch. Nigga been fucking with this bitch since I was pregnant.
Now, she said he fucked up her house. But he ain't film him. Look, he didn't film himself tearing up her house. So if he did do it, he tore up her house. You have to prove that he did it. You admitted to everything you did. You there doing it, filming the shit while you talk shit and say, I did it. He ain't do it. That's the speculation. He could have did it, but you have no proof. Shout out to Chief Rocker. How you been, bro, man? Good to see you, fam. Chief Rocker in the building. $10 donation. I appreciate you, my brother. You can't make this shit up. Mr. O, yeah, I ain't mad at you, fam. Hey, man, that's why, hey, man, I had no problem. I clap for him, too. But she said that he did it, and she told me that's why I beat your ass. But let's continue.
What's up, bitch? Nigga been fucking with this bitch since I was pregnant. 3 fucking years later. 30 years old. Bitch can't get her own nigga. Can't get your own nigga. He can bring you around my son if he want to. I'ma trash the shit out of you and your fucking sisters.
So not only is she gonna cause havoc with him, she say, Butch says, I'm gonna cause havoc with your sisters too. Look at all this bleaching shit on it, which is no different from being burned. That's the same thing, burn. Look at that, bleach all over this motherfucker. She said what she's gonna do. She filmed it and she did it. She about that life. That's Shirley. Yeah, you can't fuck with Big Shirley, man. And she's proud that she's doing what she do. She's honored. She's honored that she's doing what she's do. She's proud. She deserves a crown on her head because she's with the shits. And not only did she say she's gonna fuck with him, she's gonna fuck with his sisters. Now, mind you, what I tell y'all, his mother, baby mama Terrace, his mama, told her what he was doing. And now she's saying, I'm gonna fuck with you and your sisters. Ain't that the mama's daughters? So now you open up a Pandora's box. And now she shouldn't fuck with him and the whole motherfucker family. Let me check the cash app right quick because Abdul say donated. Want to give a shout out to my boy Abdul for the $5 donation for the cash app. I appreciate you, my brother, 100%. If y'all see me a cash app, definitely let me know. Because I ain't got my DA Gil Lockett or Game of Lions Matt on here because, like I said, I didn't tell nobody. I wasn't even planning on coming on this early. But like I said, I appreciate it. So y'all finna hear her call out how she got this information.
Sisters. And his mom gave me her number. That's how it started.
Did y'all hear that? Well, Quincy, I do got a PayPal account, but due to the circumstances beyond baby mama terrorism, I can't take no PayPal account. I will let you know when I'll be able to. I can only do the Cash App or the Super Chat because you got motherfuckers pocket watching and trying to go on my shit. So I cannot take no PayPal account, unfortunately. But like I said, if you can do the Cash App or you can do Super Chat. If not, I understand. If that's all how you do, I understand. But for right now, I cannot do PayPal. You can't make this shit up. But she admitted. But you ain't heard nothing yet. But she's admitted where she got it from. But you ain't heard nothing yet. She got it from the baby mama Ted's mama. No, she ain't shit. She worse. To me, the mama is worse than this baby mama terrorist. She's worse than the baby. She's worse than this baby mama terrorist. She ratted on her motherfucking son. But you ain't heard none yet.
Daddy, you and your fucking sisters. And his mom gave me her number. That's how it started. Yup. Now everybody mad. Like the fuck I said, he the same nigga that likes to bend over with his tongue in his ass.
So now she's saying that dude like to bend over with his tongue in his ass. So in other words, he likes to lick himself. That what she say. Now all of a sudden, he like to lick his own ass. But when you was fucking around with him, got knocked up by him, it was cool. If that's really true, which, you know, they quick to call you gay and everything else. But the fact of the matter is, the mama gave her the number. I don't believe he's doing all that, but then again, I don't know in this day and age. Quincy, I'm gonna do a cast when I make it home. Yeah. You know, you can't make this shit up, Quincy X, man. Hey, man, it is what it is. Motherfucker pocket watching me and worry about what I got going on when I'm supposed to be the deadbeat on the couch and run a child support. But you got to remember what she said. She said she gave me that girl's number, and now everybody is running away from her because she causing all this havoc to everybody. That's like me giving Quincy X information about his woman, and that's my sister. And then instead of him handling it with her, he go destroy our whole fucking family. But I kick that shit off. That's why it's best to just stay in your lane, fam, and just mind your business. Don't get involved because you don't know what you finna open up. Maybe she was a nice person at the time. She just looked like Big Shirley. Maybe she wasn't butch, you know, as far as action. I ain't talking about look. Maybe she was. No, I can't lie. She wasn't never feminine. She wasn't never that. But what I'm saying is she probably was a nice person at one point, but then when that bitch, baby mama Tess told her that shit, you just unleashed a world of hell. And now she's fucked with all of them. But these baby mama Tess would never go against the code. That's why she told. But check this out. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Yup. That's what he like. Little dick ass bitch.
So now he's little dick ass bitch. See what I mean? After the fact, he's little dick. After the fact, he's gay. After the fact, he lick his own ass. After the fact, he a bitch. He's a bum, a lowlife. But you got pregnant. You had sex with dude. You still was fucking with dude. But now he all these things. That's why I don't entertain these baby mama terrorists. It's only after the fact that Dick Little licking ass and all this shit. That's what they do. Because if it was really going on, believe me, she would have told somebody, a friend of hers or something, that, man, he ain't working it right, but I like him though. Or, you know what I mean? Even with a dude, now all of a sudden, the sex garbage after the fact, but you was hitting it every other day. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. But, yeah, the shame and all that shit. Yep, you weak because you call the police and all that shit. This ain't no joke, but I want y'all to hear what the mama said, what she would have did. Check this out.
Bitch, I made my son by my motherfucking self. He looked like me.
I made my son by myself. He looked like me. Then I feel sorry for him. She said, I made my son. She said, I made my son. He looked like me. I feel sorry for him. Even though it took the man's sperm to get you knocked up. Yes, you carried him for the 9 months. Yeah, you pushed the baby out. But you wouldn't have got pregnant if it wasn't for the same dude that lick ass. So even if he was a dude that lick ass or he was gay, you got a kid by a dude who's gay or lick his own ass, whatever. At least say I can never be a step parent, to be honest. Personal preference. Yeah, it is preference. I ain't knocking that. A lot of y'all say y'all will never get married. I have no problem with that. I even tell y'all in this day and age, why bother? I ain't mad at y'all. I'm not gonna say you wrong and put a crown on their head because you got to understand that they was in a fucked up predicament. They mama black and shit. You won't hear that from me. The truth is the truth. I respect that. So yeah, but she said it's her baby because it looked like her, and I feel bad for that kid. Let's get to the mama.
My motherfucking self, he looked like me. Fuck. Stop fucking asking me to delete the shit, cause I'm not. Fuck. He's gonna get embarrassed. I don't give a fuck. Come get me. I got bail money. Yup. I did that shit. Yup. Yup. Who mad? Ooh.
Now I want y'all to see how she fucked that car up. She keyed the shit out of that car. She keyed the shit out the car. Look at that. She fucked his shit up. I hope he got car insurance. I hope he did call the police, and from what she said, and he's pressing charge. But yeah, this right here, this is what I be talking about, man. If you got some bitch like that, and that's who you gotta deal with, right? She go a lot of telling herself. She don't care though, because she's not gonna go to jail. And if she do, she'll be out in a day. She say she got some money or whatever. She's not gonna do time like a man would for doing some shit like this. She's not gonna pay a high fee or nothing like that. And if he sue her, she ain't gonna pay, and they ain't gonna force her to. No different from that child support. Look at this. This don't make no sense. If I was him, if he gotta pay child support, pay that child support, wash your hands and walk away. Yeah, the fuck. Yeah, you gotta have the fuck.
Ooh. Called the cops on me. Taking pictures of his ruined ass shit. Fuck. His mom gave me her number and was the same one saying I would have shot his ass. Egging this shit on.
Now, I want y'all to hear what she said, what the mama said. The mama instigated and further egged it on. I want y'all to hear this shit again.
His mom gave me her number and was the same one saying I would have shot his ass. Egging this shit on.
The mom, his mother, his mother said I would have shot his ass, and kept egging the shit on, putting it in her head, and now everybody's scatting away from her because she's causing havoc with everybody. The baby daddy, his sisters, and whoever else he's affiliated with, because this baby mama Tara's mother, his mother, gave her the number, told her what was going on, and said I would have shot his ass. Yeah, she smoked black and something. She smoked black and tires. The mama ratted on her son for whatever reason. I'll be damned. Let's hear it again.
His mom gave me her number and was the same one saying I would have shot his ass. Egging this shit on. Now nobody want no motherfucking parts. Oh, okay.
Then you heard what she said? You heard what she said? The mama instigated, told me she would have shot her, but now that she's acting a fool, nobody want no part of it. See what I mean? It's no different from a person that in high school or in grade school instigates something, throw the rock, and then duck and run, and then you think somebody else did it. So now causing all that havoc, but don't want to be a part of it. See, that's these baby mama Tara's horse. His own mother, his mother who gave birth to him, supposed to be his bloodline, probably was a son husband. All that shit caused havoc because maybe she hate his father, maybe she hate him, maybe because he ain't son husband like that, maybe because she can't control him like that. I don't know. Maybe he don't take care of her, because you know a lot of these baby mama Tara's think the son's supposed to be the new husband and shit, son husband, and take care. He might like, bitch, fuck you. I don't know, but she ratted on him. Let's finish this up.
And was the same one saying I would have shot his ass. Egging this shit on. Now nobody want no motherfucking parts. Oh, okay. Was in Miami with her last year for her birthday, but texting me saying he still want to be a fucking family. Oh, but this bitch okay with it? In this nigga phone, right after I pushed my son out, this bitch was cool with it. Same motherfuckers who question my son's DNA because they ain't think it was his fucking son. Now y'all really gonna feel me.
You heard what she said? Now, everybody gonna feel her. His family, his people, his sisters, and probably the mom and the mama too. Even though she told her, I would have shot his ass. She says she don't give a fuck, and from what I see, she don't. She do not. Hey, shout out to Candyman, LOL, son husband. That came from Coach Greg Adams. He created that word. I ain't gonna steal, nobody's word. That's where I got it from. And he used Simba Force, used Baby Mama Tears at times. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Subscribe to him if you're not subscribed, which I know y'all are. But yeah, he created the term son husband, and it's a real definition where the baby mama Tears used the son as a husband because the real man ain't gonna be her motherfucking husband because she ain't shit and she's evil, just like this Shirley Bush looking motherfucker right here.
Really gonna feel me. I gotta go and shit because he pressing charging on me like the bitch he is. Taking pictures and shit.
So now she say she gotta go. So she's, I guess, fleeing away because he called the police and he's a bitch taking pictures and shit. Nah, that was a smart ass move. Shout out to that brother who called the police, taking pictures, taking names, filming, and telling the police who did it and where the fuck she at and set her ass up to go to jail. Shout out to him. Shout out to him 100% for that. Because that's what you got to do, man. Bitch put their hand on you. Bitch feel on you. Bitch disrespect you, hurt your motherfucking car, your kid and everything. You lock her ass up and put her ass in jail. Don't fight her back. You record that shit and put her ass in jail. Hurt her that way. Let her get that record, because if she get that record of fucking with you and harassing you and beating you and all that shit, then you got the right to defend yourselves. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I had to say, he did knock her up. My bad, made me press the button, but he did knock her up. And that's something that he had to that's something he had to take accountability, and he would have to learn from that. He would have to learn from that, and hopefully he don't get in no situation ever like this again. Hopefully he could file for custody. Maybe he could use that to get automatic custody. I hope he take it and run with it. I hope he can. But if not, I advise him, put her in jail, get custody if you can. But if they do some bullshit, they don't want to give you custody, put you on child support, wash your motherfucking hands and move on. Shout out to Hologram. Where you been at, fam? $2 donation. Put this animal behind bars. 100% facts, fam. Matter of fact, yes, put this bitch behind bars. But let's finish the rest of the seconds out, man. But like she said, I'm on a run because he's a bitch, because he called the police and he's taking pictures and videos. Now he's the smartest man on earth for that.
Now y'all really gonna feel me. I gotta go and shit because he pressing charging on me like the bitch he is. Taking pictures and shit. This enough.
That's it. But this is what I'm saying. I did a short video of this. Cheeky sister, y'all ain't shit. Right. He have the opportunity to set her ass up and get custody. He do. But I don't know if he got that mindset to say I want to be a father, or he got the mindset to do it. I hope he do. Hope he watch the video and see like, hey fam, handle your business. But this bitch right here is definitely a baby mama Tez, and his mama ain't shit either. If I was him, I'd cut his mama off, wash my hands, move on. Fuck you. Shout out to Ray up in the building. What's going on, Ray? I will wash my hands and move on. If I can't get custody of my kids, that means I have to deal with this bitch. I have to walk around and try to get custody and go pick my kid up. And she acting a fool. If she doing this right here, what you think she doing if he go pick up his kid? You know what I'm saying? Wash your hands and move on. Yeah, I can do nothing that. I agree. That's why I say we got to take accountability, because he's young. He look like he in his early 20s. And she look old, but she's probably in her early 20s as well. He fucked up because it was an easy fix. Maybe he felt that that's all the type of women he can get. Maybe he felt that, hey, maybe he can build her up and change her, but hopefully he got a chance. Well, he do got a chance. He could save that kid. But you know how this court system is. That's why I say you fight. You try to use this right here as leverage, put her in jail, get emergency custody. But if that judge side with her and all that shit, say, man, nah, put you on child support, pay your child support and wash your hands and move on. Because you're gonna be end up in jail, or you're gonna be dead, and all you trying to do is just be a father to your child. You can't make this shit up. What the fuck it got me on this? You can't make this shit up. Yeah, stop settling. That's what I mean. We gotta change the laws in the mind. And the thing about it, yeah, he fucked up, but he's still young. So he definitely had to get himself in order. He gotta be around some man figures, because he ain't around no male figures. You already know that. His mom set him up for failure. The mom set him up for failure. For real. She set him up for failure. And this is why I tell y'all that it's important to have a male figure in your life that can put you on game, that can tell you what to do and what not to do. Don't get me wrong. Somebody can teach you, like a lot of our fathers told us to do certain things. We didn't listen, or we didn't take heed to what he said, and we had to learn the hard way, but we still couldn't come back and say, I didn't know, he didn't tell me, somebody didn't tell me, I was just walking lost. So I can admit that. Some things my dad told me and I didn't realize till after the fact. Like, here's an example. My dad told me, he said, when I told him I'm moving out, I'm finna go move with a female. We got an apartment together. Both our names on it, right? We was in a relationship. It was my first real relationship, right? My dad, he knew her for years. I mean, we was together for some years. Like, I want to say 3 to 4 years, something like that. But my dad told me, he laughed. He said, I was like 22, 21 years old. He said, two things. When I told him I was moving out, because I said, man, I want to be able to do what I want to do. I can't do shit here because this your house when it's all said and done. I'm out of here. Now, I didn't run off my emotion up and leave, but this is what I was saying down the line. And he said that when you get your own crib, you're going to see how it is when you got to pay and take care of your own, right? That's one thing that I learned. I'm going to tell you about that. The other thing was, when I said I'm moving in, we're going to get a crib together. He laughed, and my bedroom, he pointed at it. He said, I'm going to leave your bedroom the same. He said, I will not touch your bedroom. I said, what you mean? He said, because you will be back. I said, no, I won't. I'm good. I ain't coming back. He said, you'll be back in 6 months. He was wrong. I did not come back in 6 months. I came back in a year. I told him, didn't I? I came back in a year. I didn't do 6 months. I came back in a motherfucking year. My dad told me, he said, it ain't what you think. He said, you'll be back in 6 months. I said, hell nah, I won't be back. I came back in a year. I'm living with her. Everything was cool in the beginning. We ain't had no kids together. She didn't have no kids. I ain't had no kids. And what ended up happening was, you could know somebody for years. You could spend nights at their crib. You could be over in their house. They could be around you every day, all day. But when you live with somebody, that's a whole nother circumstance. You could be over their crib every fucking day. But when you move in with them, or if y'all get a crib together and all that stuff, is a whole nother thing. That's why sometimes I don't knock if a man move in with a woman, if they, get a crib together and don't get married, they live together first and see how it be, because sometimes you do not know a person until you live with them. You could be around them every day, all day. I know y'all laughing, but yeah, that's what he told me. But everything was cool in the beginning. But then what happened was, I'm working at, 1 year, man. I'm working at the time, I was working at Home Depot. And she was working at JCPenney. She was making less money than me. This was before 9/11. So she paying the bills, I'm paying the bill. Everything was cool. But she wasn't making that much. She ended up getting a better job working at Ameritech. Back in the day, it was Ameritech. Before AT&T bought out, it was Ameritech. So she's making more money than me. No. Was she making more money than me? Yeah, she's making more money than me. I'm working at Home Depot, but then I got a better job making more money at Bank One. That's Chase, y'all. It used to be Bank One back in the day. I got that job because it paid more. So I'm working at Bank One, right? Making money, doing my thing. She working her job. Everything's cool. Oh, Crestwood? Yeah, I was at Home Depot on 87th and Dan Ryan. I did it 5 years before I went to the county. But check this out. 9/11 hit. And when 9/11 hit, like a month or two later, they laid off the whole second shift. I just started. I was there for 3-4 months. I was making like $15, $16 an hour, I believe. I'm making some good money. They laid my ass off, got rid of me, got rid of the whole shift. It was people that had been there for years. Check this out. So I'll go back to Home Depot. I'm still working at Home Depot, but I'm only doing like 1 or 2 days because I come out. I didn't quit. Who would have thought 9/11 would have kicked off? And because of 9/11, I got cut. And everybody else got cut. So I go back to Home Depot. Hey, man, can you give me some more hours? Hell no. You shouldn't have cut you out because I was full-time stat and everything, right? So guess what happened? I got to look for a job. I'm only making like $25 a week. And all that bullshit, man. Guess what happened? The disrespect, the shit talking, all that shit. Because she making more money now and she's take care of shit. And that's why a lot of divorces go on to this day because of financial. So I lost my job because of 9/11. I didn't quit. I didn't abandon my job. And unfortunately, I couldn't get my time back. Now you talking shit, disrespecting me, even though I'm still paying my part or trying to pay what I can. And I learned back then that women don't respect you when they make more money. Not all, but a lot of them. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter that I went through a hardship and this motherfucker started disrespecting me, treat me like I didn't want to work and be a lowlife, I learned then. So as time went on, I said, it's time for me to go. I ended up getting unemployment while I was working. This is when I learned that you get unemployment while you work if you working under 20 hours a week. So I got unemployment. I told my mom I was coming back home. She didn't want to go back home to her parents. That's cool. You can have it. And when she said she'll leave in a year. And when she left, I said, we'll give me my deposit and you split it. And she did. I will say that once she left, we split the money, no ill will. But I left and went back home. And my daddy laughed and said, I told you you'd be back. It's a whole totally different when you living with a motherfucker, no matter how long you've been around them, hang around them, spend nights at their crib. But when you living with them, it's a whole different thing. You start seeing shit that you never paid attention to. So that right there is why I do say, man, like my dad said, God bless child who have his own. And that right there taught me a lot. And I tell young people now, man, don't rush and live with a woman. I said, because that's when the shit changed. And I told my cousins shit like that. They didn't listen. Then end up leaving out in a year or two because it was different than staying at night and visiting and being around them every day, all day. It's a difference. And you got to have that mindset if you're willing to deal with the shit that you see that you don't like. You know, man, and vice versa. So my dad was right. I was back in a fucking year. But that's when, after that, Home Depot wouldn't give me the hours. Later on, I ended up getting a job at Cook County Hospital. And that's when I was at that bitch ass shit for 15 years. So, and she was salty that I got that job after I moved out because we broken up and everything. Damn, now you get the job we in together? Hell yeah. God is good. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Because I be goddamn. You showed me that I fall on my ass and you ain't support me. You dog, talk shit. I'm take care of everything, ass nigga. Oh, hell nah. And I don't play that shit anyway. Don't no bitch disrespect me. Let me get the fuck on out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta play it. You don't let no woman or anybody, but you don't let no bitch disrespect you. I don't give a fuck what the fuck it is. You want to give a shout out to Hologram for the $5 donation. She destroyed his personal property and publicly demeaned his character, but in her mind, he was supposed to just hold that. Sit her down. Facts, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Want to give a shout out to Anton Smith for the $5 donation. Facts. I knew my baby mama for damn near 20 years. And when we started a relationship and moved in with each other, she was a whole different animal. I'm telling you facts. 100%. Real talk. You can't make this shit up. That's what I'm saying, man. This shit right here is real. It's real. Yeah, Chicago women be stuck cutthroat. Hell yeah, they is. Want to give a shout out to D-Rock, man. How you been, bro? $2.99 donation. Appreciate you, my brother. Want to give a shout out to Raphael Williams for the $50 donation. Talk that talk, bro. He laughing his ass off. Hey, one more time. One more again. Maybe I better do I better do more spur of the moment videos like this off the shit. I get more donations for spur of the moment than I do when I have it set. Shit. Appreciate you. Shit. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I say a lot of times our fathers or even our mothers, the righteous mothers, tell us certain things that we don't listen. Sometimes we got to learn the hard way, man. That's just the reality. We learn the hard way. And sometimes you learn the hard way and you learn from it, or sometimes you learn the hard way and you still do the bullshit you continue to do. That I don't feel sorry for you. You know, we make fuck up decisions. We make fuck up situations happen. But you have to take accountability and get yourself in order and do what you got to do. Yeah, it's therapy and survival tips, fam. Because like I said, my dad told me I'll be back in a year, 6 months. I said, no, I won't. Came back in a motherfucking year. I was like, what the fuck? He laughed at me and said, what I tell you? I said, yeah, you right. Never again. You just don't know who you're dealing with, man. You just don't know. Now, I got another one I want y'all to check out. It's a TikTok video. It might have been a skit. It might have been a skit, but this skit make you learn something. Just like D-Dub says, smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from their mistakes of others. Right. I wish I wish I could have been the wise person. But unfortunately, I had to be a smart person. You see what I'm saying? But shout out to the ones who live wisely. See, I had to get my ass knocked off in order to be smart. So now I am wise. But I hope a lot of y'all brothers that's living a wisely life continue to live that wisely life and don't let nobody trigger you or manipulate or shame you to convert over to learn, so you to learn the hard way and set yourself up for failure. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to have a man in your life, a father in your life, because of shit like this. I didn't listen, but now I tell you what I did learn. Living, have my own place. I told people, man, I'm gonna have parties. I'm gonna be kicking it. We're gonna make it wild and out and do all these things. Bro, when I was in that apartment, I didn't have no motherfucking parties. I didn't have a bunch of niggas in my crib. I didn't do none of that shit because it was like, I don't want my house fucked up. I don't want my shit garbage. We didn't do that. I was shocked at myself. I did not have a bunch of people in my crib. I did not have a party. I didn't have none of that. What I did have, I had a get together, and it was only like seven of us, including my father. It was a boxing match. It was a Tyson fight or somebody, and I had like 6 of us come over. Friends, my father, her friends. It was just 6 of us though, and it was cordial. Drank a little something. We had fun. No ratchet shit. No wild now shit. And wasn't dirty. Everything was cool. So I will say that. He told me, when you get your own crib, it's a different feeling. I didn't have no motherfucking party. Now, I don't knock nobody having a party. You can have a party. You live your life. But what I'm saying is, I didn't do all the shit that I said I was going to do. Like, I can't wait to leave. I'm gonna have my boys over. I'm gonna have a bunch of people come over. I'm gonna have XYZ bunch of my homies and shit like that. When I got in that apartment, man, I treated that shit like it was a motherfucking castle. Like it was a motherfucking mansion, that motherfucker. And that's what I'm saying. My father was right when it comes to that. When you got your own shit, we talk that shit. We live under somebody else's roof. You ain't right. You ain't fair. I'm 18. Why I can't come home at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, 21? Why I gotta tell you that how long be gone and stuff like that? When you under somebody else's rules, you gotta follow them. You're not grown. My dad told me you're not grown to get your own shit. And because of that, when I had my own shit over there, I didn't have no party. I ain't want to party. You ain't finna fuck up my shit, because I'm the one that's responsible. They got to take care of these damages and everything else, or get kicked out and shit. I'm the one that's gonna lose, not the motherfucker that fucked up my shit. So I had one get together and I was there for a year. I didn't have a bunch of niggas coming over. I ain't sting no bitch over there. I didn't do none of that shit. And that right there taught me right there, it's a difference when you got your own shit versus you using somebody else's shit or renting their own shit. God bless the child has his own. You learn that shit. You know what I mean? You learn that shit. That's some real shit that I will never forget, that I always tell brothers, you want to move in with a female, I'd rather for you to move in with a female than marry her. But don't be surprised when she change and flip, because it ain't just when a bitch get pregnant and have a kid. It's also when y'all get a crib together or when you move in with her. You know what I mean? That may change. She may feel she's the head nigga in charge. She feels that she's more dominant. She feels that she's the one that wear the pants. But you're going to have to learn, because before you move in or before y'all got a crib together, she kissing your ass, sucking you off when you feel like it, treating you like a god and a king and your majesty and everything until you move into that motherfucking household. Shit, I shit you not. So I learned a lot of things from my father as well as my mother, but I learned a lot from my dad. My dad told me a long time ago when I was like 15 years old, you seen one hoe, you seen them all. I didn't understand that shit till I got about, truthfully, in my early 20s. You seen one hoe, you seen them all. And he ain't lying. They all come in all different forms. Fat, light skin, dark skin, black, white, blue, green. You seen one hoe, you seen them all. Hell, your grandma could have told you that. You seen one hoe, you seen them all, man. I shit you not. A lot of shit I learned that I didn't realize after the fact. A lot of shit I didn't realize my dad told me till after he died. A lot of shit that I learned currently when he was telling me shit, and I had to learn the hard way. Not a lot, just a few. And this is why I tell y'all, a lot of shit that I tell y'all might be harsh, might be cold-hearted, but I'm only telling you what I was told from my uncles, my father, and they was right. It's a lot of things you got to do that you don't want to do. That ain't what you plan, ain't what you set up. But when I tell y'all to wash your hands, move on if need be, God damn it, do it. My uncle even told me that. He was 80 years old, and I talked to him like last year, and he told me I would have never went to fight in court. He said, you don't want me to be a father, and I've been a father all these motherfucking years? Shit, pay that child support, and that's it. Wash your hands, move on. If the kid want to fuck with you, they'll come back around. If not, hey, it is what it is. You know what you did as a father, and I say 100% facts. See, I wasn't raised around single motherism. I wasn't. I had a bunch of I got a bunch of uncles and aunties. On my dad's side, I got a huge family. My grandfather had 21 kids. My grandfather on my dad's side had 21 kids, man. On my mom's side, I believe it was 13. You know, so I was around real men. And I learned a lot from them and seeing shit in the neighborhood, seeing shit from others and everything. So that's why I had no kids till I was 27 years old. I didn't have a kid at 17, 18, 19, 15, oopsie. You know what I'm saying? None of that. That's why I ain't got a bunch of kids all over the place. But I still wasn't wise because of shit I did. I had to learn the hard way and be smart. You know? So y'all definitely have to take heed to this cold shit that I be telling y'all, because it's to benefit you and your livelihood. But I want to give a shout out to JJ Green for the $4.99 donation. He says, all brothers stay away from these crazy bitches, especially those big Shirleys. They love to fight brothers and destroy their stuff. Yeah, 100%. If you got a female that's willing to destroy your property, destroy your fatherhood, your livelihood, you got to cut them off. I don't care if it's your baby mama, ex-wife, you have to cut them off. Just be about the kid if you can. If not, wash your hands and walk away, because you the one that's gonna lose everything, and the courts ain't gonna do shit about it. But whatever it is, what it is, and the only thing we can do about it is just put on record. We can't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? If you sue her, she's still not obligated to pay. She should pay, but she ain't gonna pay. And especially if she one of them welfare, ain't got no money having motherfuckers. Shit, she ain't gonna pay a damn thing. Want to give a shout out to Corey Washington once again for the $5 donation. These modern women spent their younger best years preying on us during our simp years, and now that we're doing better and couldn't destroy us, the mad. Let me read that again because it might be me. These modern women spent their younger best years preying on us during our simp years. Facts. And now that we're doing better And I'm gonna add a word in, and they couldn't destroy us. They're mad. Shout out to Corey Washington. They are mad. That's why they run the court every motherfucking 3 months, because they want to try to set you up for failure. Shout out to Hologram once again for the $2 donation. It happened to the best of us, Mr. Palmer. Laughing emoji. Hell yeah, it does. It does. It does. That's why ain't no such thing as a perfect man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MPI for the $4.99 donation. I know of him. His woman from my hometown. She's talking in the background. They do skits, but skits are reenactments of real situations. So that's what I say. It sounds like, yeah, it might be just MPI just actually confirmed it. It's a reenactment, but this will really happens. I can relate to this, and a lot of y'all can too. He gonna confront his baby mama, about getting the kids, but she talking about she want to meet the new girlfriend and all that shit. Then it goes left and everything else. So I definitely want y'all to check this out. Want to give a shout out to T Rose 357 for the $9.99 donation. Your dad and uncle was right. Yeah. Shout out to my dads and my uncles, man. And like I told you, I come from older parents, so I have older uncles. You know what I'm saying? They all came from the South. They moved to Chicago. They had to pick cotton. My dad left at 15. They didn't want to pick no cotton. And my dad didn't finish high school. He ended up being a machinist. He worked for Borough Warner. And he didn't have no high school diploma. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no degree. And he was one of the wisest men I ever known. You can't make this shit up. But like I say, motherfuckers in society think you gotta have some type of degree in a paper to make your ass be smart. And them the dumbest motherfuckers out here. But we're gonna check out this video, and I appreciate the donation. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this. I was gonna do it later on, and I was trying to do a pre-recording, and I guess God say, man, you need to jump on YouTube now. Now I see why. I got over 170 people on here. I ain't looked at the likes, but they on here. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man. And then I'm just talking from the top of the dome, but it's from the heart. So I want y'all to check this brother out. MPI say he's known for doing skits with his girl or baby mama, whoever. But take heed to this, because y'all can relate to this on how they do. You know what I mean? Yep, Diz ain't lying. They tell lies in schools. Hell yeah. Anytime they don't want, look, let me put it like this. When it comes to our Black history, right? We learn about Malcolm X. We learn about, and they really don't talk about Malcolm X like that. They talk about Martin Luther King, Frederick Douglass. Who else? Harriet Tubman, Barack Obama, bullshit. They talk about Benjamin Banneker. When I was a kid, they talk about Benjamin Banneker. They talk about Ralph Bunche. Is it Ralph Bunche? They talk about Thurgood Marshall. But they don't talk about people like Nat Turner. They don't talk about Jim Brown. Jim Brown, they talk about motherfucking Abraham Lincoln, who so-called freed the slaves. George Washington Carver. There's so many black they do talk about, but the ones they should talk about, they don't talk about. If you're gonna talk about a white man that looked out for slaves and freeing the slaves, ain't no motherfucking Lincoln. Lincoln didn't give a fuck about no black person. Lincoln thought that we was only what, three-thirds or 2/3 of human. It's in the Constitution. He freed them because he ain't had nobody else to help fight. And that was the deal. But they won't talk about a white man who did fight, who did go to war, who did risk his life and his son's lives for blacks to be out of slave. He was a abolitionist. That's Jim Brown or John Brown. They don't talk about John Brown in public schools or any school. White people would not talk about John Brown or Jim Brown. This dude risked his kids, his grown kids, to go to war. To try to abolish slavery. And because of what happened, he got hanged. He was lynched. That's when the Revolutionary War came with the North and South. That's when Lincoln and whoever went to war. So this is why I tell y'all, even as black men, we have to change. Yeah, 3/5. Okay, 3/5. We still ain't whole. We have to change the laws in our mind, even when it comes to learn our history. History is very important. We didn't know about. My dad always told me, you learn to read, you read to learn. That's why I learned a lot about black history, even though I tell y'all I'm not with the pro-black, because these pro-black are the biggest sellouts of the black community because they fake as fuck. You only got a few nobles and even OG Speed and Perfect Blackness that's gonna call out both. Well, OJ Speed ain't gonna call out both, but the other two will call out both. But he do still understand about the black community. And shout out to Perfect Blackness just tuning in. Them are the real pro-black that I respect. But I'm pro-black like a motherfucker. I just don't believe in going along to get along with these fake ass queens. That I'm not. I am pro-black. You know what I'm saying? But they don't even talk about Jim Brown. They talk about Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln ain't did shit for black folks. And don't believe that fuck shit. He did it because he had no choice. When nobody signed up to go against the South. And also Jim Brown is one who risked his life, made his kids risk his life. And they don't talk about him. They want him hitting like a motherfucker. A lot of people probably don't even know about Jim Brown. Look him up about, he the only white dude that actually tried to go to war, was killing motherfuckers and going against other whites. He was the ultimate ally, exactly. So I can't say that all white men are devils and stuff like that, but I will say that, like Muhammad Ali said, if you got 100 snakes outside and 3 is nice, 3 won't bite, you know the logic right there. I can't chance of going in that pile of snakes hoping that 1 or 2 don't bite. Real shit. So, like I said, you can't make this shit up, man. Shout out to Chris Norwood for the $20 donation. Black women get very angry when they can't finesse a black man. Facts. Protect your resources and peace. Salute 100. You ain't lying, because they put you on child support and you paying this shit with no problem, no issue, no backlash, anything. And they see you living your life still. They don't like that shit. They want to go at your head. They want to make you suffer. Not because you doing you making money, but because you're still happy and you still don't give a fuck about the bitch. Looking at the Cash App, shout out to my boy Roscoe for the $5 donation. He sent that yesterday. This is yesterday, but he sent it yesterday at 5 o'clock. I said, Abdul. Somebody said, look at the Cash App. Somebody said, look at the Cash App. I don't see nothing else. If y'all sent it, let me know who you are and I'll try to search it. Somebody said Cash App. Or maybe he's saying donate to the Cash App. And that's cool. Either way. But yeah, I had to salute my brother. He sent it actually yesterday offline. You know. Yeah, man. But you definitely can't make this shit up. Let me see. If anybody sent the Cash App, because I think Happy Universe said it, I didn't get it yet. I sent a Cash App. Yeah, I ain't get it yet. I'll reset my phone right quick and maybe it'll come through. But I'm gonna play this right quick and take heed to this, men, and even women. Check it out.
I want to meet her first.
Meet who first?
You new girlfriend.
Look, you ain't got to do all that, man. You ain't got to do all me to do. You be with.
I need to know who around my kids.
So you tell me I can't see my kids till you meet her.
You right.
Well, I guess I ain't gonna know better to see her then.
Oh, that's how you feel. So she more important than your kids.
I ain't saying all that, but she private. Me and her private.
Okay, then so why I can't meet?
And like I said, you should have met me at the grocery store. You ain't had to come all the way over here.
Nah, I want to come over here.
You want to come over here and start.
I ain't even saying that.
Look, you don't want me to be happy. Stop blowing the damn horn.
I want to come on outside.
She ain't coming outside.
Oh, she's scared? She's scared? Why she coming outside?
I'm just saying, let her come out here because she real violent. And I don't want to get on your ass.
I ain't worried about putting her hands on me. I ain't worried about doing that to me. You
better worry about both of us put our hands on you.
Oh, so you threaten me?
You'll get double teamed by a couple.
Oh, so you gonna jump on your baby mama like that?
You need to go get my damn kid and bring my damn kid.
I said I'll bring it back over here once I meet her.
See how these baby mama tears are quick, even though they talking fast as fuck. You understand what they're saying. You see how quick these baby mama tears will sit back and now all of a sudden you want to meet who he got. But you had all them different niggas around. Just like he said, he ain't said shit. I told you, these baby mama tears get triggered when you move on to get with somebody else. But when they have a bunch of niggas, married niggas, I know motherfuckers got married niggas around the kids and take care of married niggas. But the man get with somebody who he's in a relationship with or married to, you got a problem. You got an issue. but you had all these different niggas around the kids, and that was okay. Man can't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Happy Universe says no sound. You don't hear no sound? Cause I ain't on the mute this time. BMT, controller BMT, no sound. Can y'all hear the video? Let me know if y'all can hear the video. I want y'all to be able to hear the video. Cause I ain't got it on mute this time. Let me know if y'all can hear the video. You good? Okay, sounds good. What's up, Wise? Hey, hey, check y'all Cash App. If you send a Cash App, it ain't coming up that you sent the Cash App. I reset the phone and everything. I don't got nothing saying Cash App sent. Check your phone, Yoga. I didn't get nothing, fam. Happened to me. Damn. Rashid said it happened to him. That was saying you can't make this shit up. I'm gonna play it, but as you see, she worried about who he with, and that's the unfortunate part. If y'all was we not using co-parent here, but if y'all was working together, then it wouldn't be a problem with me meeting who you dealing with and you meeting who I'm dealing with. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it should be. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with a baby mama terrorist, you can't introduce your wife or your girl to that piece of shit. Hell no. That's a motherfucker gonna cause havoc, manipulate the kids, or try to manipulate the kids, try to fight and do some bullshit. But when you have your whole ass nigga around, you want him to meet him because you want to cause some type of havoc and bullshit. But let's continue.
Don't make no damn sense. You know what? I'm telling you, all these white folks, I want to get on your side. They didn't know the truth.
What you mean the truth? It is the truth. It is the truth.
They ain't the damn truth. You know, you just want me back. Then you want me back.
I don't want you back. I done moved on. I got somebody.
All right. Then you got him. I don't come between y'all. Every time
that's
you want
that's
something.
on you though.
Yeah, Perfect Black. I did mention Jim Brown, John Brown. That's who I'm talking about. And I told they talk about Abe Lincoln, but they don't talk about John Brown. Abe Lincoln ain't do shit for black people. Don't believe that bullshit. You know, he freed the slave. He didn't give a fuck. Shit. You say reset. Let me see my phone reset. What the fuck? But yeah, now she sounds slow as fuck. Yeah. Now on here, I will say him entertaining her is the first mistake. And him saying that you want me, you just want me. You ain't gotta do all that. I know this is a skit, but I'm just saying, you ain't gotta say all that. Let her talk that you jealous and all that shit. You just say, hey, I just want to see my kids. I want to be around my kids. My girlfriend ain't got nothing to do with what you own. You gonna cause havoc, you can't meet her. You see what I'm saying? You can't entertain her. That's no different Flight react when he entertained the fuckery, talking about, yeah, you jealous, you bitter, mad because I got money, you broke, but you fucked her when she was broke. So you can't do that. Now, like I say, it's a skit, so I ain't dissing him. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I know why he doing it, laugh, and it's real, but that you don't do. You don't have to. You have nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? D-Max say this is his situation to the T. You can't make this shit up, though. And that's the thing I understand when a lot of people sit back and say, this don't exist. Yeah, silence is the best weapon, but you see, he trying to get his kids because she's supposed to brought the kids, but unfortunately, she come over by herself. That's what these whores do. Let's continue.
So you still in love. I make good decisions for the kids. You don't. You don't make good decisions.
Look, I don't
can't around everybody. No.
This is the first person I had him around.
Okay, then let me see him.
Let me see him.
Now you already said this is the first person that I had around my kids. So that's a smart man. He didn't have a bunch of bitches around his kids, knowing that it's not gonna be serious, knowing that they're not gonna try to further no relationship, knowing it's just a hit, homie lover friends. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. And I tell y'all men, don't have a bunch of bitches around your son or your daughter. You know what I mean? Keep them away. Keep them away. Let them baby mama Tess, see them baby mama Tess have a bunch of niggas around their kids. They don't care. Because we looked up the statistics of kids getting abused by the girlfriend or the wife. And that was high as fuck on our stats, even though the baby mama terrorists do it way more than the man, but it was still high for us as men dealing with a married, you know, being married or the girlfriend, abuse and murders. It was high for us. It didn't outdo the baby mama tears and her simp enforcer, but it was too high. And that's why I said, you don't have no motherfucker around your kid that you're not going to be in no relationship with. I don't care how long you know the bastard. If it ain't like that, you don't do no shit like that, because that shit falls on you. If that stepmother or that girlfriend do some shit to your son or daughter, that falls on you. Just like we give them bitches no mercy, no pity. Same thing. Yeah, non-BMT. Because you don't know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You don't have everybody around. Yeah, the abuse is high when it comes to, when you compare the two, women do more abuse than men. They high on everything. But even when it comes to a woman dealing with a simp enforcer or married to a simp enforcer, the abuse and murder rate is higher than the man. But with the man dealing with a woman, it was high. It was higher than the father being a single father abusing and killing the kid. I believe it was 400,000 when it came to abuse, where the father was dealing with a woman or married to the woman, where the spouse abused the kid. It was like 400,000 or 200,000. That's high, you know. But it was 600,000 when it was the mother and the simp enforcer. I gotta find it. I did a video on it. I gotta find it. You have to be careful having your kids around different women and shit like that. You just got to. If it ain't serious, don't have them around. Let's continue.
You ain't talk to nothing. How long y'all been together? That ain't your business. You worry about the wrong damn thing. You worry about the wrong damn thing. Don't worry about all that. There's no her car in the backyard. They were there. Don't worry about what
I'm gonna go back and see them kind of started.
You go out there, that girl shoot the shit out you.
I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it.
Look, you need to go get my damn kid.
Bro, when you with me, you were cheating anyway.
I want to cheat nothing. I never cheated on you. That's why you want me back. Because you know I ain't never cheated on you.
I don't want you back. You know who calling, texting, begging for come back.
If you want me back,
I bet she don't know that dude. Let me go tell her come on out.
Hey, look, stop blowing that damn horn now. I'm telling you, snatch your damn door off.
Don't touch my door.
Don't make no damn look. Can you just go get my...
And that's what I'm saying. See, here's my thing. I know it's a skit, so it's going to be long. And on TikTok now, you can do 3 minutes. Face Facts says 600,000 reported, 1.6 million unreported. See, that's what I'm saying. It's high. I believe that's with the mother. Or was it with the father, Face? I forgot which one. The thing about it is, if I come outside to get my kids and my kids ain't in the car, I'm walking back in the motherfucking house. When you come back, make sure you have my kids. I have no reason to talk to you and be around you. We didn't schedule no meeting to talk. We didn't schedule have no type of dialogue. You come out here without my kids, you stalking, and you're not doing your part of whatever the arrangement is. And like he said before, we were supposed to meet somewhere. You pop up my house because you worry about who I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Cut that shit short. Facts, Jack.
Yeah, okay, I'm tired.
I told you once I meet her first, then I'll go get them.
Look, you ain't never meet her. But like I said, me and her pride.
Well, I guess you ain't gonna see the kids.
Everybody in our business.
Yeah, she must be.
See, there you go. There you go right there. Oh, you're gonna let me see the kid? Let me see her, or then you ain't gonna be able to see the kids. I told you these motherfuckers use their kids as pawns, weapons, book bags, leverage, honors, pity hood, awards, money, and everything else. Because that's what they do. Oh yeah. Well, if I can't meet her, you can't see my kids. They my kids. See. I told you can't make this shit up, but she have all these different niggas around, married niggas, not married niggas, whole niggas, simp enforcers, everything else. Not a stand-up guy, none of that. Just one of these piece of shit, Pookie Ray ass, Zeddy weak ass, sucker simp ass nigga. They could be around the kid more than you. Wow.
I never.
She probably slow.
I know she ain't slow.
I heard she was slow.
And she was.
I heard she was slow.
She ain't slow. She just ain't fair like everybody else.
Nah, I heard she was slow. Everybody was talking about already.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, long as I'm happy, that's all that damn matter. Long as I'm happy, and the kids gonna be happy.
For a check. I know she get a check. Everybody said she get a check.
Look, I know I'm her chick. I'm her damn chick.
Oh, you take care of her?
I'm taking
care of her.
I don't want to pay the bills.
I'm gonna get out and go up in here and see.
So he talking about he take care of her, he paying all the bills. See, I'm not finna entertain all that. I'm a nigga on the couch. I'm a bum, run for child support, whatever you say I am. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm not finna prove none of you, entertain none of you. I'm not even finna have no long dialogue with you, especially not no baby mama terrorist. I'd have been walked back in the crib. Oh, my kids ain't here? All right, I'll holler at you. If my kids ain't here, we have nothing to talk about. We didn't schedule no meeting. This ain't no meet and greet. And she's worried about that woman more than the kids having a father and being a parent. That's fucking sad. But that's how a lot of these motherfuckers is to the T.
I'm not going to go up here and see. I'm not going to go up here and see you take care of. But when I ask something, you can't do nothing for me though. That's what you got that nigga for. That what you do.
Like she just said. She said that when I ask you to do something for me, you don't do it. He said that's what you got your nigga for. What I look, we ain't together. I ain't obligated to do shit for you but pay that child support and take care of my kids. That's it. I'm not obligated to do nothing else for your funky ass. So these baby mama terrorists think that because we got a kid together, you think I'm obligated to pay half of this and pay half of that. Nah, you wanted 20%, you got 20%. You wanted 10%, you got 10%. I do for my kids when they come to me. But I'm not going to take care of your livelihood with your new nigga and your house, your everything. Nah, fuck you. I don't give a fuck what you spend, because regardless of what you spend, I would never spend what you spend because that's your shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Call the police, show the court order. They ain't gonna do nothing, but you could you could report their ass for not doing their job and get their badge as well because they supposed to intervene and follow the court order. They full of shit. That's a civil matter. Don't fall for that.
That way together now. Cause you hard headed. You don't want a damn list.
I'm not hard headed. I don't listen to you.
You don't want a damn list. You want to come between me and my happiness.
I ain't trying to come between y'all. You ain't happy. You pretend to be happy.
You still happy.
You pretend to be happy. That's it. You ain't happy for real. I know you miss me, and I know you still want me.
What you do? You bet you goddamn regular code.
I know you still want me. They quick to say you still want them, motherfucker. And you know what? These baby mama terrorists actually think that because you don't talk to them, you don't entertain them, you don't read their message. They actually think that, oh, he just mad at me because I moved on. And to be honest with you, a lot of these baby mama terrorists say the shit that's really going on their end, but they twist around and make it like it's them that's moved on, gone about their business, they good and all that. They tend to make you them. Since you don't give a fuck and you watch your hands move on, they will say, he mad because I watch my hands move on and I don't give a fuck. Cool guy said, but he gay. Yeah, he quick to say that. Shout out to Fear the Nun for the $5 donation. Oprah doesn't have kids, but for decades has been a big voice for BMT, is now calling black men kings. Man, I don't entertain none of that motherfucker say. Shout out to you, my brother. You got a lot of these sellout ass, fake ass queens that don't go against the code. Now at 80, you see the light, and now you want to talk about kings. Nah, stick to Kang and stick to doing what you was doing. Open up shit for Africa and not people in America. I ain't hating on Africa, but you doing shit over there. And the same schools and stuff you built over there, they get molested by teachers and shit. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Fear the Nun for that.
See how you looking at me in the first place when I pulled up?
I only let you wonder why the damn kids ain't in the car with you. But what you need to do, you need to get this goddamn regular ass shit out my damn driveway.
Yeah. Shout out to brother for making the skit. A couple people here say they make skits. Shout out to him for that. But hey man, I checked the cash. I'm just letting you know I reset it and everything. If you sent it, I didn't get it. And you know I ain't gonna lie about no cash. I'll tell you, so I got it. I didn't get it. The only one I had was from Abdul, and Roscoe sent one yesterday. I don't know what's going on with your YouTube, fam. I don't know. But you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up, man. But check this out, man. I'm anybody wanna come in, we could talk about this. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, this wasn't even planned to come on here like I did. So, and y'all donate like a motherfucker. More on here, man. Shit, I'm about to do some random shit to do it. Shit. But I appreciate y'all to the fullest, for real. Shout out to y'all. Be Candy, regular ass, call my driveway. You damn right. You stay your ass away, man. Shit. That's how you gotta move, man. You can't entertain these baby mama terrorists, because the more you entertain, the more you have issues, the more you go through the bullshit. We got Yoga up building. What's up, Yoga?
What's up, bro? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I didn't get the cash up, bro. I don't know what's going on. I ain't get it.
Look, I'm looking at it right now. It says pending. I canceled one and resent it. It might be my phone.
Wait, go back. It say Desi Palmer. That's not me.
Oh shit.
He did. You cashed out Desi Palmer. That's not me.
Hold on. Hold on. I ain't trying to put all your info out there. Hold on.
No,
I sent it to the. Hold on. Cash App. Your Cash App is what? Cash App what?
Oh, Mr. PalmerD4S.
Oh shit. Look, I've been sending it to Mr. Palmer, just $ Mr. Palmer. So this person out here, let me cancel this one right quick. That's why they ain't accept it. They probably like, who the hell is yoga? They didn't accept it. And shout out to that person, Jesse Palmer's. Like, she been blocking it. I done sent like 3 of them. And so she blocked it. So let me cancel that.
Hey y'all, just so y'all know, I'm not Desi Palmer. Hey, you gotta type in right here, Mr. PalmerD4S. No Mr. Palmer, just Mr. PalmerD4S. And if y'all gonna see a different name, when y'all go through it. That's me, even though it's not gonna say Mr. Palmer when you go into it. Cause a lot of y'all be like, "Is that you?" Yeah, it's me. Hey, but that's what I say. I didn't get none because I ain't gonna not tell you. I got your Cash App. I always reply. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you muted, fam. You muted. Hey, you muted.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can hear me? All right, look, I'm doing it again right now. So it's Mr. PALMER. What comes after that?
D4S. D as in dog. D as in dog, the number 4, S as in Sam.
Hey, I'm mad that you know what? It's another name come up, and see, it's a female name come up, so I thought that was the right one. But I got it now. I ain't gonna say it, but I'm about to send it and see it come through to make sure. I'm up here, feeling good, doing a whole lot of stuff, distracted, listening to the show. And the first thing I was like was, I've been in that situation where she showed up without the kids. I'm like, why is he sitting there in the driveway talking that long so she can bring something up? Like, that's the wrong thing to do. I'd have had her to pull up before with kids. And this is 2013, fellas. So this is after she done got the house. I had a 3-level house. She done got the house. She in the house. I moved on. I got a new lady. And my new lady is over at my spot, my place a lot. And she came over the same way. What you got to do is, the minute you see they pop up without the kids at the mean space, at the mean place for the kid drop off, you got to document it. Hey, is this time here? She showed up. She didn't show up with the kids on the custody transfer. Dial 911. They gonna tell you some BS. I'm already let you know, black man. They gonna tell you, oh, it's a civil matter. This is not an emergency, so you're gonna have to wait. So it's gonna take probably 45 minutes, an hour to get out there. You just sit quietly. Boom, the police come up. That's why I roll with it. I actually roll with my legal briefcase with my child custody information in here from the state, from the county. So any police officer pull up on me and she could try to make up a lie and say, he don't have custody of the kids and all that. I just pulled out that paperwork right there and say, officer, I'm supposed to meet here at this time to pick up the kids. She showed up without the kids. I dialed 911. They told me it was a civil emergency. I came here and called you here for you to write a report. Here's my custody paperwork. This is the weekend of the time I'm supposed to have the kids. She showed up without the kids, and I just need documentation so I can go back to the judge. I even got the judge that handled the cases. And see, fellas, start getting familiar with these judges and them people at the courthouse, at the child support place, to go in there at the judge's chamber and talk to the judge's secretary. Go in there and hit them with the emotions. Go in there and cry. Oh, I'm stressed out. I'm doing this. I'm trying to work my job. I can't see my kids. And I'm trying everything. And when every 2 weeks when I'm supposed to go pick up the kids, she doing this to me, like the video that you're showing. Get the police officer to write it up, show that document. Going there with 3 of them times where she bullshitted, showed up late with the kids, harassed you with the kids, and followed you around and said she got to meet the new woman. And I went in there and they said, okay, we're gonna pull up a court date for you and her and contempt the court on her behalf. So that means that she was found in contempt of court showing up without the babies, she was going to jail. So we went right to that court date. I took off work, showed right on up, put on my suit and my briefcase, let them know I'm serious. I'm not seeing my kids. And what she did in that lobby, she said, oh shit. She saw another woman go to jail for stopping the brother from seeing the kids like on this video. And that's the story I gave you a couple weeks back.
Yeah, you
I
did.
said, well, we can go over here to DSH, the child support right now, East Point here in Atlanta, from downtown Atlanta, and close out this. Or I'm finna go ahead and show them these police reports in this video of you showing up with my baby girls and trying to punk me in front of my kids, and I ain't gonna let you punk me not one time in front of the kids. So what is gonna be?
Yes, sir. 100%.
And she closed that case, and we stayed down there. We left the courtroom. The people called my name up, the next docket on the ticket. We was going on the expressway, headed over to the child support office. And we got over there, and like I gave the story, we was over there. I got over there about 4 that day. The court thing was about 1. We got over there about 4. We didn't leave until that place was closed 8 o'clock that night. They brought all the DSH managers. You sure, ma'am, you want to close this case? Are you sure? Are you sure? I said, look, we gonna go get fill out make a statement that's saying she want to close this case and she's not under duress. We left there and went and got it notarized and came back. They did everything. So fellas, don't ever sit up and argue with a woman that shows up without your kids and talking about a new woman and talking about everything else except the kids. You got to put in your mind, let me take off my glasses. You got to put in your mind right then, I don't want to talk nothing unless it's seeing the kids. Everything else you gonna use against me. Treat her like the police. Only talk about the business y'all need to talk about. Everything else they gonna use against you in a court of law. So they don't need to see no new kids. They don't need to know about your money, your travel. And that's why I be a little bit, I got on here and showed y'all I be in DR, because the baby mama them looking. So yeah, I'm living good and I got a smile on my face.
Damn right. I want to give a shout out to Chief Rocker for the $5 donation. Mr. Palmer, wait on your story regarding the father who dumped his last child support payment of 80,000 pennies on his ex-wife's lawn. Yeah, I did a pre-recorded video, but I'm also going to do a live about that because it's very interesting. He went out with a bang. Shout out to Warhammer for the $2 donation. He said, I am just a nigga in the couch. Shout out to you, my brother. Face Facts up in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
What's going on, bro? I'm just taking it easy, man. You know, trying to stay off the couch.
Yeah, that's absolute. What I want to do is I want to add to what Yoga just said. Not only when you get the police report, get a written one, and then later go to the police department, go to the sheriff's department, the police department, get them to give you a typed and printed copy. Because if you have a judge that wants to be funny, they'll say that the handwritten one is unacceptable. So you go and get a typed out version and make 4 copies and bring it with you.
So you say 4 copies?
Yeah. 4 copy, get it typed and get it stamped by the police department. Because if you have a good judge, they'll take the handwritten one. If you got one that wants to be a little funny, they'll say the handwritten one is not legible.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. We got to learn all this stuff, man. Shout out to Face Facts. He's in the trenches in New York, man. And you know New York ain't no joke. And speaking of New York, we got to talk about my man J Speed OG from Cali. That's number 2. But he might say Cali's number 1 and New York number 2, because they both, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to J Speed OG. Salam alaikum to you. How you doing?
Salam, sir. Hey, look, the first guy you had on there, but he hit it nail right on the head, man, because this is one of the things we do in our classes, man. We teach the guys about the best interest of your child. And I know y'all don't really like that word, but that's the way the court perceives it.
No, we like it. It's just the way the courts do it is bullshit. Now,
right? Okay.
It is about the child.
Yeah, but that brother was hitting it on the center, and then see, we have something and like, say I live in the city limits, right, and I have police, right. If I live in the city limits, this is what I would tell guys: have your meet your child at the percent, so it makes everything much easier, smoother. But if you live outside in the rural area, because that's when you really have the power. People don't know, but you really have the power because the sheriff has a jurisdiction over all the court orders. See, a lot of people don't understand that. That's why police don't like to get involved, because the sheriff is really the only police in America. People don't understand that because you're elected versus you just being hired. So you live in the rural areas, deal with the sheriff department. And this is what you do when you call in, guys. You call the 911 number for the sheriff department. You say you would like for them to come out to keep the peace. See, that's a cue word right there. When you say keep the peace, that means that something could happen. So they have to come out. So you tell them, I like for you come to P, and then they go ask you, can you describe what you're talking about, sir? Say, I'm here and I'm making an exchange with me and the mother of my child, and we're having a little problem, and I just don't want things to get out of hand in front of the child, or me get out of hand, or she get out of hand. And they will come out. They have to. With all that bullshit that comes as a civil matter, once it's a court order, it becomes more than a civil matter. It becomes an order of the court. And with them being officers of the court, they have jurisdiction to go and make sure that order is followed through. Another thing you can do, guys, when you're in that courtroom, this is why I say it's very important for you to show up. If you have a problem with your mother of your child, what you can do, have it written in your court order where you can film the exchange with no legal comeback on your ass. You see what I'm saying? That means you can record the exchange because you are saying to the court that there's some illegal activities happening with the exchange of me and my child. And so you have that right in the document. And so when the police come up, he sees that, boom. If he really wants to, he can arrest her on the spot. And so
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
So these are some things that we could take and never get into the line of the question. See, the problem with that is he held that conversation too long. So I'm gonna say to myself, he does have some interest because that could have been, I'm gonna make you jealous. You know what I mean? Kind of like thing, because a man who the best interest of his child, the only thing he want is his child. He didn't want to go to all that drama and that drama queen and all that other bullshit because he was already in a relationship with her. Right. So what he already know what she gonna say. Right. And no woman wants to know that another woman is gonna be around her child. And believe it or not, guys, there's no law against another woman or another man being around your child. You got to understand that. But you as the guardian or the parent, you should guard your children from outside, and especially if that relationship is not going to be a serious relationship, because you don't want your daughter seeing you with loose women, and you don't want your son seeing the same thing, because they are taking off, they are rebounding off you. So good kudos to the first guy. I mean, you hit it right on the nail, man. And y'all gonna understand, I'm about solution, and I had to come on this one because y'all started off with solutions on this one.
Yeah, I was, and it's spur of the moment, man. And I even mentioned you when, I don't know how long you've been on. That's why I mentioned you when I far as learning the laws. And like I said, we got differences, but when it's all said and done, we all want the same agenda, which is equal.
We want the same thing. Have the right as a father to raise your children.
Exactly. And that's why I say this is real. But now I don't know if he was on here, but it was a skit what he did. So it ain't personal, but like I tell people, if she didn't bring the kids, ain't nothing to talk about. Like you say, call the police. Now I want to ask you this because I didn't know you said we could call the sheriff. Like I'm in Chicago. So if I'm in a city, can I still call?
You can if you queue, because let me tell you about the sheriff. The sheriff has, as long as, see, that city is in a county.
Cook County.
Sheriff,
Cook County.
Yeah. So the sheriff has jurisdiction all over that whole city, everything within that county. That's why the sheriff department can pull you over in the city. They don't have to work for the police. State patrol can pull you over in the city, in any city in that state. So you got to understand the levels of jurisdiction. Now, when it comes to like if you call the police, I would call the police first, and I still call the sheriff department. Let one or the other tell me they're not coming out.
Now let me ask you this: you call the sheriff, right? And they say we ain't coming. What would be your advice then?
My advice then is watch commander. You ask that police, the dispatch, you want to be dispatched to the watch commander. That is the person in charge, usually from a sergeant on up. That person usually know the law a lot better than just the beat cop. You know what I mean? Y'all got to understand there's a lot of police officers out there who deal with criminal matters, but they don't deal with civil matters, so they really don't understand the significance of the law. And they thinking, well, you got to go to court. That don't have nothing to do with us, because every time they hear the word civil, they think it's one. But when it comes down to family court, they have levels of civil that's just like criminal. And so that's why you have to talk to somebody, because he'll just take you around in circles. You speak to that watch commander. he's really, really up on what's going on when it comes down to child support and the exchange of children. And that's how you just keep going to level. If he ain't smart enough, you actually speak to his supervisor. The thing you want to do is have paper trail when something is not going right in your hands, and then you can always show that proof to the court.
That sounds excellent. So y'all hear this? Y'all can call the sheriff, but they got jurisdiction, which I knew that. Cook County, they got the whole county. And if you're in Chicago, Cook County's in the south suburbs, certain parts of the west suburbs, as well as Chicago. Chicago is not just Cook County. So you call the sheriffs, not the city police.
So you got to understand.
OG say call both.
Yeah, they see it all the time. Now, when you go to court, who you see down in the courthouse?
The sheriff,
police, or the sheriff, right? There you go. So they got jurisdiction and they understand that law much better because they are the one who's dealing with the courthouse. That's their jurisdiction.
Facts, 100%, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you tuning in. I didn't know if you was on here now. I was hoping you was.
Every time I get a signal from, man, I always come in. Even if I don't tag nothing in the chat or whatever, I'm always listening.
Yes, sir.
Always listening and learning.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But let me ask y'all this, because I'm about to get back on my couch. Any last words, OG?
Well, I like to say knowledge is power, brothers. When it comes to this issue, it's been too long. We didn't have the knowledge and understanding. And anybody tell you don't have the right to see your children, you gonna get upset. I don't care who it is, your mother, your father, anybody, because that's who you brought into the world. So, but the only thing we have to do is learn how to be a lot smarter, learn how to use that paperwork against them.
Yep, 100% facts. Face Facts from New York, man. You probably drive down the street in traffic. Anything you want to say, Face?
Yeah, I'm gonna save the bulk of it for when I get with you when my situation cleared up. But I just want to add to what the OG said. He's 100% right. But you have to remember, the minute you have a court order that's not being obeyed, it officially becomes a criminal matter. It's no longer a civil matter. So do not let the police tell you that. They tell you that just to get rid of you.
So what do you do? Like you say, is it the same thing OG say? Like you say, they try to get rid of you, dumb it, civil. Basically, do the same thing OG say.
Contempt of court. Right. That's what you can use. You say contempt of court, it becomes a criminal matter.
Right. And you tell them you want a police report. You want a written document. You tell them that you are requesting a police report. They've already been dispatched. They have to do a report anyway.
Not that bullshit they put on their card now. Now they're trying to throw one at you. Don't let them put their badge number on the card and tell you it's an incident report. That's totally different. Don't let them do that to you.
Okay. And it has to be typed. They'll tell you that you have to wait a couple of days. They may make you pay for it, but you go down there and you get one.
Yep, pay for it. Pay for it. Shout out to Face Facts.
And if you have a DV case along with your child support case, you do not have to pay for any reports.
Wait, say that again.
If you have a domestic violence against the mother, you do not have to pay for any reports from that point on.
That's good to know.
Because it's connected with your case. But you have to tell them that at the beginning, you have a waiver because you have a DV case against this person with dealing with child support, and it's tagged along with your case, and they can't make you pay for anything. Anything done with domestic violence, you do not have to pay for any reports at all.
Good to know. That's what's up. Yoga. Any last words before I get back on the couch? Uh-oh. Did he freeze up?
He froze.
Yeah, he froze.
He's coming back.
Yeah. Yoga, you there? Hey, look, he's driving down the street. You there, Yoga? Can you hear us? I know you there.
Baby mama don't shut him down.
Oh, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. We said the baby mama tell shut you down, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we hear you. Any last word, bro?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Ah, man.
We can't hear you.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Any
Can y'all
last
hear me
words,
now?
bro? Yeah. Law got to come back in. Cause that's probably we got.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, he going in and out.
Yeah, you got the law got to come back in.
Yeah, you hear me
law
now?
Law got to come back in.
All right, y'all hear me?
He making that commercial. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, bro. Law got to come back in.
No. If y'all can hear me, and it's a lag.
Oh, it's a lag.
All right, great. So,
yeah, we logged him out, but he'll be back on.
Yeah, he'll be back on.
OG, this one, like I say, that's and you know what, bro? This is why, you know, we talk behind the scenes and everything, but this is why, even though we got differences on a lot of things, this is why I respond the way I respond. I don't shame, name call, because I'd rather for somebody just to learn from that person, whether you disagree or agree. This is how men do. So even the times we disagree, even on this one situation, you like, hey, you right. I like this. That's how it should be. Because we all got the same common ground, even though we disagree the way of our methods.
Right. Yeah. And the way we go travel and get it done. But in the end of the day, it's about men sticking together and saying, you know, we have the right to be the fathers of our children. You're going to have to get that study from Texas, too. It came out in 1992. The benefit of children growing up with single fathers versus single mothers. They did a real heavy study down there. And it still stands to the day that children comes out 90% more better when it's raised by a single father.
I looked that up recently online, and they said that the father was more, which I knew that anyway. A single father is a better parent than a mother, but they never put that out there because why would they do that? You know, they want to keep the $1 billion. They want.
Yeah, you're right about that. So you know, it's a lot of recipes that women really bring into motherhood, and it has something to do. They bring in the relationship. They bring all this stuff in the relationship as however you treat me is how you gonna be able to see your children. And say we got to dispel that myth. It has nothing to do with the relationship I have with you. If we have a nice relationship to be parents, good parents, that's good. But we don't have to have a good relationship for me to be a good father to my children.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, let's be real. The way it's supposed to be is a mother and father together, married and living a good life. But unfortunately, in the reality of what we live in and what a lot of us been through and a lot of us see, it's not that way in this day and age, because one is because of society, one is other things because of government daddy, and the systematic racism. We could even put that involved. But when it's all said and done, we, like I say again, we as men have to change the laws in our mind. Don't be in a situation like this. Because even earlier, Hyper Wolf, I got you. Yeah, we definitely gonna do that. Mr. Bennett, and he definitely disagrees with a lot of stuff we say. But one thing he said in the comment, he said that I'm glad I had kids. I'm glad I got married first while I had kids.
Right.
And he's right from that standpoint, but even that reality, you could be married and be married for years, do it the right way. And if his wife take him to court and they kids underage, they would treat you as a deadbeat and make her be the breadwinner and pay. And you have to pay a child support and alimony if that's involved too. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know, but God bless you if you got a married wife and y'all don't have no problems, your kids grown, you raised them the right way, you didn't have to go through child support and divorce. That's good. Right. But a lot of us didn't.
Right.
For different reasons. And you've been married, you did it the right way, but it happened. You know? So I mean, you could do it the right way and still go left. That I mean, what's your thoughts on that, OG? Because I mean, like I said, you was married, you had a daughter.
Yeah. So I figured, you know, in this day and time right there, that is the, you know, the design is already there. That is the perfect way. We don't live in a perfect world. And so when we do have children, guys, please try to make sure that child has your last name. It gives you more power. It seemed like it wouldn't, but I'm telling you, when that child has your last name, it gives you more power. See, a lot of women like to take and name the children their father's last name.
Right.
That ain't it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can't let them do that, guys. This is your heritage. This is your child. That child has to have your last name. Don't let them do that. Don't do not let them. You always know that you're going down a line of trouble when something like that even come up. Like, no, she can't have or he can't have your last name. Well, then, why you gonna take me down in child support? Because when that last name means something, you can always come back to her and say, look, hey, you say it's your child. You say it's your child when you got them and we at home, we having a conversation. But then when you get down in the courtroom, you say it's my child. Now, which way is it going to be? Is it going to be our children or it's not? You know what I mean? They like to use that. And they like to use it. And they shot themselves in the foot back in the 80s. Because when women stopped breastfeeding, they shot themselves in the foot. Reason why? Because no judge wants to take the child away from the mother when she's breastfeeding. You see what I'm saying? So when they start using all that formula, talking about I ain't gonna be breastfeeding, it hurts and all that right there, that really helped us. That really helped us because now they can't use that as a weapon in the courtroom.
I get what you're saying from that standpoint because you say you got to nurture them and feed them. No, you don't. I could feed them with a bottle.
Right. And when the science came out and said that the formula was just as good as the breast milk, I don't go along with that, but I'm glad. But I'm glad it helped. It did help us out though. Because now, now we can get our children. We ain't have to fight against that battle. That child gonna be not nourished right due to the fact the child is not feeding. Now we got formula, and hey, anything to help us, man, as men, to step up to the plate. It's not that we didn't want stepping up to the plate. I believe it. A lot of it has to do with we didn't have the right knowledge. And when you have, and we got to fight against this court anyway. You see what I'm saying? They just like you say, they have more power. Believe it or not, I believe their power comes from really more than anything other than the money. We know the money is there. I think it comes from history. If the court owned it, like when I got my child, right? There's a lot of public service things I couldn't get because on the application it always put the mother's name down. It don't have the father's name down on there. They only put the father's name when they want some child support. But when you go to these different agencies, like getting milk and all that kind of stuff, the cheeses and the milks and stuff like that, it always have the mother name at the top and really don't even have a place for you to put your name on there.
Exactly, 100%. You ain't lying.
So we gotta change that, and the way we change that, show up in these courtroom and fight like hell, man. Fight like hell. You know what I mean? Because they gonna fight your ass to get in your pocket. You gonna have to fight to get your children too. You know what I'm saying?
100%, man. Yoga must have got logged back out, but he did send a $5.04 cash app. I did get it for Yoga. Appreciate you, my brother, 100%. He stopped sending it to Desi Palmer.
Yeah, I did that but once before too, man. About putting that one thing in there right.
I did it before, but I understand. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the couch and.
Wait, hold on, I got one more thing to add. Tag me in, OG.
Go ahead, Face.
Yeah. See, I'm glad the OG. See, this is why it's important to work with in conjunction with the older generation. You see how he brought up the thing with the whole breastfeeding? There's a way around that now. It's called the breast pump. She can pump the milk. When these women are breastfeeding these kids, when they leave them with the grandma terrorists to go to the club, they pump the breast milk and leave it with the grandma so the grandmother can breastfeed them. So they do the same with you. They can pump the breast milk. They can have the breast milk and send it with the child when you go get your child.
Yes, sir.
Because the majority of them not doing breastfeed. They feel they too good to do it.
Yeah. Well, they go mess up their breast.
A lot of them can't now because of the birth control, their diets, the alcohol, the drugs. That was a large part of the reason why they started pushing formula in the first place, because they wanted to encourage them to have the destructive lifestyle. Now the destructive lifestyle is not conducive with breastfeeding. Working the long hours, staying up late at night. There's a reason why they had women back in the house back in the day with the children. It wasn't like a thing about misogyny. It was that, bearing a child puts a lot of stress on the body, so you need to be in a relaxed state. But, listen, the fastest way to destroy a woman is to give her what she wants.
Right.
100%. 100%, man.
And another thing, he said something very important there, Palmer. You know that, and I forgot about this too. You can use this in the courtroom. If your woman has a brand new child and she has dye in her hair, and she dyes her hair and put relaxing in her hair, that's one thing you can bring up in your court paper. Go make her mad as hell though, because that stuff has been tested throughout Texas with that raising of the father, and it came out a report that the dye that goes in her hair goes into her breast milk.
Oh wow, I ain't know that.
And so the baby lips was turned perfect. So DCS came in the house, took the goddamn baby out there because she thought that she had to let the baby crawl and got some bleach or something. Come to find out, it was the dye the girl was putting in her hair.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And so these are little things that we can learn how to use this in the courtroom. And I don't know about y'all up there, Mr. Palmer. I heard my boy talking about getting the police report. Let me tell you something about in this. If she got a lawyer, he's never gonna let that police report come in as evidence unless that police who took that report shows up in that courtroom. So you got to be very tactful. If you're dealing with a lawyer in her, you'll never be able to bring that in as evidence. But if you're just dealing with her, then you can, because she ain't gonna know that you don't supposed to bring that in as evidence without having the officer to testify that he wrote that report to certify it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with her, it's one way. But when you're dealing with her and a lawyer, it's another way, because that lawyer is never gonna let that come in.
And that's something we got to start setting up maybe once a week or once a month, where you, OG, Face, Yoga, Noble, and a couple of others, even Perfect Blackness, when it comes to that.
Let me ask what the OG say, because there's another way around that. You got to understand.
Subpoena that officer. Subpoena officer.
But here's the thing: they could also not show up for the subpoena, because there's things that they can do for that. What you do is when that evidence doesn't get admitted, make sure you keep it, because if her attorney is going to have to object to have it not be entered in the evidence, and then you could file an appeal. When you file an appeal later, the Supreme Court, because now you're at the federal level, they'll look at it and want to see why that report didn't go in the evidence. Because when you file an appeal, it's basically an audit. They want to look and make sure the court did everything it was supposed to do. Now that's kind of unbecoming. If you're trying to protect the best interest of the child, as you so claim, you should be willing to look at all evidence.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. We got to talk about this.
And this is another thing. Just pick it back on what he just said too, because this is very important. I just totally forgot about this. A lot of times, guys, things that you cannot bring up as evidence in the courtroom, I tell you what you do. You write it in your brief or you write it in your complaint. That means the judge had to look at it anyway, regardless if he gonna allow it in evidence. So it's gonna be into your power. So that's why when you go down there and fill out them papers, make sure you put everything the kitchen sink in there. Even evidence that won't even be allowed in your case, the judge still has to see it.
And then it's gonna register in his head whether.
There you go. See what I'm saying? So you have them tagged along. It's already in your moving records now. So even if it's not allowed in as evidence, the judge already see what the problem is.
Yeah, 100%. Man, it's been a good dialogue, good video, and everything. Yeah, we gotta start trying to set it up and do maybe like I say, once a month, twice a month, or something like that. I appreciate you, Face and OG. Okay, also, man. Yoga driving around as he always do with a briefcase, and everybody else. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on this couch.
All right, man. Thanks for having me up. Most respect. Keep up the good work, man.
Anytime, OG. You be easy. Be safe out there in Cali, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Face facts, man. As always, you definitely be safe out there in New York, man. Appreciate you as always. We talk behind the scenes anyway. We're definitely gonna make that change and that transition, change the laws in my mind for real.
Yeah, like I'm gonna definitely do that. You do the same. Be safe out here. We both running from child support. So I'm gonna get up with you.
Yes, sir, man. All right, brother. You be safe out there in New York, man. You be cool. All right, y'all, man. Like I say, man, I was trying to do a pre-recorded video and ended up going live. So I live back out like, oh, hell no. And then I'm like, fuck it. Must be time me do a live. So I'm glad I did. I appreciate the donation, appreciate the support, the likes, and everything. Once again, I'll be back on here tomorrow. What time? Hopefully 1:30 or something like that. But hey, man, if I go live and just pop out of nowhere, then that's the way God intended. So I end up getting 162 likes, no dislike. But y'all know how I feel. Even if I don't get a dislike, I gotta talk to my man Reverend X and give a shout out, even though I didn't get a dislike, but I appreciate it.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Yes, not at all, y'all. But like I say, man, appreciate y'all tuning in at 10 o'clock in the morning. Was it 10, 11 o'clock? Whatever it was, tune in. 11 o'clock. About 11 o'clock. It's 2 hours and 21 minutes, man. It's cool, man. And a lot of people came in, got 164 likes. Just trying to make that transition and build this platform. Appreciate definitely the support and the chats on this one, the cash apps. Just definitely trying to grow this platform to be where it should be, and that's commercial. As far as out in the streets, not being on TV and all that shit, just being out in the street, because they ain't going to put me out there. Angie Beasy, shout out to you, my sister. She says she's a new subscriber, 100. I definitely appreciate you. And anybody else is new to this channel, please like, subscribe. We are going to be talking about, I did a pre-recording on the guy who dropped the 80,000 pennies, but we also going to do a live about it, because some things I'm going to do pre-recording that's like 10 to 20 minutes. And then I may do a conversation about it, get y'all thoughts and do a one-on-one or however we're going to do it. But a lot of stuff I will be doing pre-recorded videos because I can't do lives on every single thing. So, like I say, y'all be safe out here. Appreciate y'all tuning in at the last minute as always. Thanks for y'all support. Remember, the cash app is Mr. Palmer, D as a dog, number 4, S as in Sam, D4S. D4S stands for do for self. So, y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. God bless. Spread this page, spread this page, spread this page. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. And shout out to Rich. He said, this is good game. The brothers are listening. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. But this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace. Baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around trying to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Razor B on this track.